To be honest, I think we're running out of ways of describing how desperate it is. So I want to play for you a soundbite from a 12-year-old. His name is Mohammed Al-Dabi. He was waiting for aid trucks and he saw a cameraman working for CNN and he went up to him and he said, "I need to tell the world something. Film me, send it to them," and this is what he said.
يعطيك العافية. احنا عندنا في غزة في شطحين، احنا 24 ساعة كل يوم بيقولوا لنا في مقاطير واحنا بنروح ما بنلاقيش المقاطير، احنا الرمل هذا بناكل في اكل عنا، بدنا طعيم بدنا اكل، حرام عليكم ارحموا، بدنا اكل عنا، الرمل بناكل بدل الخبز، حرام عليكم ارحموا، الرمل بناكل بدل رغيف الخبز، رغيف الخبز ريال 21 زيت الرغيف القبضة.
So Mohammed says that he had walked for 8 hours with his father to get to a distribution point where they understood that flour was going to be distributed. He said that they had been there many times before, 10 times he said, and they had always come home empty-handed. On this occasion, he did manage to get 2 kilos of flour. He says he was then attacked by thieves and they stole that flour. That was when he saw our cameraman and said, "I want to tell the world what is happening." He's just one boy. Him and his father are just 2 of tens of thousands that are risking their lives to try and get to a spot where they think there's a chance where they will get food. And it just goes to show how desperate the situation is. His dad was saying, because our cameraman followed them home after and spoke to the whole family, and he was saying that people are turning into monsters because they are so hungry, that people are killing each other just to try and get a bag of flour, asking the world desperately to intervene.
Mamdani, same question. Does the state of Israel have the right to exist?
Yes, like all nations, I believe it has a right to exist and a responsibility also to uphold international law.
Okay, well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, is that there are many people in New York, even people who would support your candidacy otherwise, who don't want to support you because of...
Why? Why do you sit here in this country? Why don't you move? Why don't you get the fuck out? Okay, why don't you get the fuck out? You're more than welcome to leave. If you're not proud to be in this country, you sit here, you're safe, you're rich, you're privileged, and you don't post the American flag, but then when there's a problem in Israel, you post the Israeli flag. Shame on you, bitch. Shame on you.
The Jewish community's fear of the true and rising anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism is on the rise.
This country, and shamefully in New York, which has the largest Jewish population of any city other than Tel Aviv.
Go back then. Go live there. Go to fucking Israel and live there. If you're so proud, if you're so fucking proud, why don't you go live where you're proud of? Do you not understand? It goes for everyone. It goes for everyone. You guys know how fucking mad I get about this.
And they are worried. They're very upset by some of the things that you've said in the past.
God fucking damn them to hell. They should complain about the children being effed with. God, not me showing you. You think I like seeing this crap? You think it doesn't piss me off? Let me tell you, I'm ready to kill people. I'm sick of this not literally. The point is, I'm getting sick of this crap.
And they are afraid that your mayorship would actually lead to increased anti-Semitism.
That's one attitude. Another attitude
Let's just give all our kids to the child molesters, God damn it. Excuse me. You know, I'm not taking the Lord's name in vain. I want these people damned to hell. I'm literally praying God damn them to hell.
That they believe that that would be more dangerous for them. What do you say to those New Yorkers who are afraid that you wouldn't be their mayor, that you wouldn't protect them?
As you sit here in your privileged ass comfortable life, your rich comfortable life, how dare you, you scum, you fucking scum. Do you know how much that fucking pisses me off? Don't.
You know, I know where that fear is coming from. It's a fear that is based upon the horrific attacks we've seen in Washington, D.C., in Boulder, Colorado. It's
all the way from Jews will not replace us to today.
And it's a fear that I hear also from New Yorkers themselves. You know, just a few days after the horrific war crime of October 7th.
9/11, it's the best.
A friend of mine told me about how he went to his synagogue for Shabbat services, and he heard the door open behind him.
You got to put it down. It sucks for like the first day. And so you realize, hey, my life's more fun.
I don't give a shit. You don't find it a great
I really don't
treasure
care about politics.
trove of
Some people
material?
do. I don't. I think the system is corrupt. Every time I'm walking on the street, somebody's like, hey, vote for so-and-so. I'm like, it's all corrupt. Anarchy is the only way we're going to change anything. Violence. Kill a politician. That's the only way you can change shit.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're joking.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, voting is not going to make a difference. It has never. Not in 100 years.
So what would you like to see?
I'd like to see some politicians start getting murdered and reform this government.
Oh my
God. And do one that's not corrupted. I'd like to get business out of government, and they're not going to do it. So the only way to do that is start killing people.
Isn't that exactly what
Look around the world. How has anything changed around the world? How has any regime change happen around the world? Violence. That's the only way. You think people in Arab countries are that much different than us?
Yeah.
Violence. That's the only way you depose a system that doesn't represent the people anymore.
I mean, I think the wonderful thing about the United States is that we can vote, and you do change
Your
administration.
vote doesn't go anywhere. Your vote doesn't do anything.
Yes, it does.
You can now be arrested and never tried if they say you're a terrorist. Never tried in your life. Just arrested and held forever. Who voted for that?
So shoot them all.
No, not shoot them all. Start shooting them until they get business out of politics and they start representing who we are instead of their money interests. Yeah, violence. That's the only way shit changes, man.
Okay.
Look at history. Tell me when a regime has changed with voting. I mean, I know.
I'm not trying.
That's not fair because you haven't studied this stuff.
Well, no, I'm not trying to, murder politicians. I'm not trying to do what I don't like that others do that I would like to change, so I will shoot somebody because I'm pissed off that they're shooting somebody else.
Yeah.
It's not the way that I think, but that's fine. We think differently.
I think even if you don't want to shoot somebody, don't vote. Voting is you complicitly saying, I support this system, and I don't support it anymore. I don't. We're killing people in Yemen. We're murdering families in Yemen that aren't associated with any sort of terrorist thing. It was just an oopsie when we killed a wedding party. And Obama, the fucking hope change guy, just refused to comment on it. That's cool. Do what you want. It's not going to change. Your voting is not going to change that. I know one way that it'll change. I can look at history and tell you this is the way things change. Look at whenever a black guy gets shot. It's like, oh, it's bad. If this is a riot, no one comments on it. Those things go under the radar. When there's a riot in Baltimore, it's like, hold on, we've got to rethink the system here in Baltimore because people went crazy. That's just in history, here and elsewhere. That's the only way shit changes.
All right, we'll agree to disagree on that.
And I guarantee the